there's always been talk of Messi against Ronaldo. Ronaldo recently turned 40 years old, and he is scoring goals for fun in Saudi Arabia. What do you make about him? Do you think he's 40 and still trying to play, and he refuses to retire?
Still playing.
Yeah, and he refuses to retire until, I'm pretty sure, the 2026 World Cup, when he'll be 41 and trying to win a World Cup to try and get even with Messi. What do you make of the whole situation?
Well, I think one of the best players we've ever watched, because some of us did not watch Pele or Maradona, but we have the privilege of watching Cristiano and Messi compete for around 15 years. At the highest level ever. So I think he is bona fide GOAT in terms of football terms. I mean, legend at United, scored over 180 goals, won Champions League, won 3 league titles, went to Real Madrid, 450 goals, I think. In 8 years, the highest scorer for the club, won Champions Leagues, I think 4 of them. League titles. He goes to Juventus, the fastest player in Serie A to reach 100 goals, wins 2 leagues, comes to United. Of course, they didn't work with Ten Hag now. He's in Saudi, has not won a trophy, but he's still breaking records. I think right now, 923 goals in his career, over 1,200 games. For him, it's incredible. And he scored 135 for Portugal. I mean, he's played 135 for Portugal. Nobody really gets to play 135 games for your country.
It's true.
So I think that ambition of retiring after the 2026 World Cup, you can understand him. He's a guy who is self-driven. Yeah. He really wants to break records. I think recently said he's the best. That is debatable. But he's one of the best.
Most complete. Yes. That is debatable. For me, yeah, you might say he's a complete footballer in the sense that he can score with his right foot, left foot, header. He's powerful. He used to play as a marauding left winger or a right winger before he evolved his game after suffering his knee injury during the final of the 2016 Euros, where he actually won that trophy. He's won by 5 Ballon d'Or titles, but for him it's about chasing records. Of course, he knows by now that winning 6 Ballon d'Or, I mean 3 more Ballon d'Or to get even with Messi is a stretch. But maybe what he's eyeing is an eye on getting even with him in terms of winning the World Cup. Maybe trying to play a pivotal role, which I don't think he will at 41, because there are younger Portuguese number 9s who can do a better job for the team as a whole, including Ramos, strikers like, players who can get other players into the game. Something Ronaldo can't do, because Ronaldo is about poaching. He rarely holds up the ball and bring others into the game, which was a big criticism of him at Manchester United in his second term, and that's why he had to go. He can't run off the ball. So could he be... So for me, I think it's controversial, but if he keeps starting for Portugal, I think at 41, 40, he's part of the problem for Portugal. Don't get me wrong. Ronaldo at 2023, 24, 25 was an integral part. But at 41 for Portugal, I think in terms of the balance of the team and the overall play and how they work together as a unit, for me, he is part of the problem because of these aspects that he is lacking. But he might prove me wrong. Maybe... Portugal coach Martinez might come up with a formula to make everyone tick, and should he win the World Cup, maybe all of a sudden we are talking about a potential 6th Ballon d'Or, because you know how sentimental journalists are. Yes, he's been playing in Saudi Arabia against mostly average players, but because he won a World Cup, let's give him a 6th Ballon d'Or. And so I think that is what is keeping him going. Should he win that title, then that is when he'll decide, you know what, that's it, let me now retire in peace. But at the moment, let him continue. He's a big brand, and I'm pretty sure even after he retires from football, I'm pretty sure that he'll still be attracting endorsements. I think he already has a lifetime contract with Nike, alongside Michael Jordan and Serena Williams and LeBron James. Yeah, those are the only 3 athletes with lifetime contracts for Nike. So he'll continue being a big brand. His YouTube channel is he's already getting to Mr. Beast levels, and for YouTube followers, you know who Mr. Beast is in YouTube. So he'll continue being a big brand, but you can't take away from the fact that he's one of the greatest players that we've ever seen and had the luxury of watching play. For me, I still think Messi is is the number one in terms of the things he's won, 8 Ballon d'Or and things like that. But let us give Ronaldo his flowers. For me, he's just as good, if not better.
Yeah, and I feel for Ronaldo to win a World Cup, which will be a big stress.
Yeah,
really,
which is a big stress considering teams like France.
Will depend on the team that Portugal have, not rather him, because I feel he holds them back, as you said. The coach and the team has to sacrifice a lot to accommodate him.
Yes.
And I don't think if you want to win a World Cup, you are going to rely on that when it really matters in the knockout stages of the competition. So he can go there, like David Beckham, 2010 World Cup South Africa, provide moral support. If there's a few minutes for him, he can chip in, but allow the team to play in a better way, allow the team to have a balance, and perhaps he has a chance to win,
to actually
to be part of the
try.
squad that won it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that will still be a good way to end it for Ronaldo.
What do you think, guys? What do you think of Cristiano Ronaldo? Should he, do you think he'll win the 2026 World Cup at the age of 41? Let us know in the comment section below. As always, I've been yours, Mark Kinyanjui Kinyawai.
And this is Joel Omoto.
Adios,
Till next time.
amigo.